Hello and welcome to Brainy Mood. Do you want to transform your life by living on less? Have you tried but failed each time? In today's video, we bring you 10 minimalist habits that will not only set you off on the journey of minimalism, but will guide you through each step of the way, so make sure you watch till the very end. Now, without wasting much time, let's jump in. Create a minimalist budget. The first and most important habit to develop if you want to be a minimalist is to have a minimalist budget. This budget will guide your spending going forward and help you eliminate all non-essentials. In drawing a minimalist budget, list all your sources of income and expenditure. Then make sure you prioritize your needs and trim out all non-essential expenses. As a guide, you can use the 50-30-20 rule. This rule states that you spend 50% of your income on your needs, 30% on wants, and the other 20% on savings and paying off debt. However, you can follow the 50-50 rule if you are more determined to live minimally. This means your budget is divided into only needs and savings, or paying off debts. 50% for needs and 50% for savings or settling debts. This way, you have a blueprint that helps you stay on your minimalist course. Question every purchase. The next step is equally important if you want to be a minimalist. You have to question every purchase you make. This is to help you avoid impulse buying. You can make a list of questions you will ask yourself before buying anything. Questions such as, why am I purchasing this item? Will this purchase satisfy a dying need or a fleeting desire? Will this item or items satisfy my minimalist budget, or will it fall out of it? This and other questions should guide your purchasing decisions. By questioning every purchase, you not only avoid impulse buying, but you avoid falling into the trap of meaningless purchases. Be sure to give a second thought to every purchase to ensure you only get things that you need. Purchase quality and durable items. On the surface, this may seem counterintuitive, but it is very effective if you know how and where to shop. It is common knowledge that quality items are expensive, and this may hurt your budget. However, quality doesn't always translate into expensive. Some shops sell quality items for less. You have to do your research and find out which stores. Buying quality and durable items ensures you don't have to replace them every now and then, which would cost you more money, time, and effort in the long run. Buy quality food as well, to avoid spending all your money treating easily preventable diseases as a result of poor nutrition. The idea of minimalism is to spend less, so buying quality items ensures that you save more money in the long term. Declutter. If you look around you, you'd find out there are some things you won't need now or in the future. You may have bought them on the spur of the moment, or they may have outlived their usefulness. Either way, you don't need them, and it's time to throw them out. Having all these things in your life could clutter your room or environment and leave you with a feeling of uneasiness, heaviness, and anger. Psychologists say that clutter in a person's room or life is a symptom of low self-esteem and depression. Even if you don't suffer any of these, cluttering could instigate a feeling of guilt, which could eventually end up in depression. So, getting rid of clutter leads to psychological, emotional, and physical well-being. Thus, minimalism also enhances your personal well-being and improves your social interactions. Decluttering creates space, both in your life and room, that you didn't know existed. It helps you maintain your dignity and enhances your reputation. Love your new space. Now that you have decluttered, it will do you a world of good to maintain the new space that you have. Learn to embrace it and love it. Decluttering is easier said than done, as you would have to do away with some items that you may hold dear or give you nostalgic moments. Decluttering may leave you with a feeling of emptiness, but learn to embrace and enjoy it. The new space you've created and the idea you're on a life-transforming journey should serve as enough motivation to want to maintain your newfound space. Maintain the new space. The temptation to fall back into cluttering is at its strongest right after decluttering, so be sure to stay firm in your resolve to develop minimalist habits by maintaining the new space. You need to draw strategies and plans that will ensure that you don't fall back into your old life of cluttering. You could adopt the waiting rule if you want to purchase something new. The waiting rule is simple. Before making a purchase, give yourself a day or two. If your desire to purchase that particular item is still strong after the waiting period has elapsed, then you can go ahead with the purchase. Gifts are also a sublime way of cluttering your life. So saying no to gifts, especially those you don't need, can help you maintain your new space. Otherwise, you can just pass on the gift to another person who may be in dire need of it. Whatever you do, maintain your new space. Reuse your old stuff. To avoid cluttering, make sure you make use of your old stuff. You can turn some of your old stuff into new items, like turning old buckets into flower pots. These flower pots can be used to beautify your home. You can also use old plastic bottles to build a nursery for seedlings. Used car tires, with a bit of creativity, can be transformed into furniture. Used clothes can be made into rag dolls for your pets to play with. The idea is that nothing must be wasted, but can be repurposed given a little imagination. Therefore, let your imaginations run wild, and you'll be amazed at the kind of creative uses you'll find for your old stuff. Live a life of gratitude. One of the reasons we stuff our lives and spaces with things we don't need can be attributed to unhealthy competition. We see new flashy things and begin to crave them. Worse still, we purchase these items because we see others possess them. Though most of us may not need the new phone, we purchase it to prove a point and to stay in competition with others. The same applies to cars, houses, and other items that society uses as a measuring stick of one's wealth. This attitude has led many into untold debts just because they want to have what others have got. If only we can live a life of gratitude, would we realize how blessed we are? One attitude to develop as a minimalist is the attitude of gratitude. Be thankful for what you have, and don't allow the lack of the latest and flashiest shoe, car, phone, or clothing to weigh you down. Drive less and travel light. Also, develop the tendency to drive less and use public transport, or better still, walk. Walking not only saves the environment, but helps you exercise. You also get to save a lot of money on fuel as you exercise. Another healthy, cost-effective strategy is to ride a bicycle. Avoid the temptation to pack lots of things when you're traveling. Make sure the things you tuck into the traveling bag are items that you'll need. Of course, make room for emergency kits, but apart from that, make sure you travel light by packing only essentials. Enjoy the journey. Enjoying the journey of a minimalist is a conscious effort. Naturally, when you deprive yourself of certain things that you crave, your desires fight back and can increase in intensity. Thus, you're in constant battle with your cravings and desires, and this can cost you the tranquility and peace of mind you need. However, making a conscious effort to enjoy the journey, regardless of the distractions, helps to smoothen the path. Remind yourself of the awesome rewards you'll reap from practicing minimalism, such as high self-esteem and self-confidence. When you enjoy what you do, it becomes easier by the day, and before you know it, it becomes a vital part of you. The journey of a minimalist can seem daunting and intimidating at first, but basking in the joy of the journey lightens the load and minimizes the fear. So, go ahead, enjoy the life of a minimalist, and you'll be glad you did. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode.